If this is not recording, I'm gonna make sure it's recording. Hello, my name is Alexandria. I'm gonna just do a couple disclaimers. I understand and I am fully aware that my background is not tidy and it's disorganized and it might be difficult for some viewers to see. One thing about me is I do like things to be tidied and orderly, and it does distract me, but that is the state of my house right now. It is overwhelmingly disorganized right now. But I just want my channel to have a little bit more level of like authenticity. And I'm just in a stage where things are just a little untidied right now. Okay, so what I'd like to do in this video is just answer a few questions so you can get to know me. I like to talk, and I would like to establish who I am a little bit in a safe environment, which the internet's not that safe. Just so you're aware, I do have my laptop right here. I don't think you can see it in the frame, but I do have my laptop right here, and so I'll be looking at the questions on my laptop, and then I'll try my best to look straight into the camera. I have a couple of other disclaimers. The first, I'm a woman full of disclaimers. That's probably my first disclaimer, besides all the disclaimers I already made. I am missing a tooth, and I can tell a story about that. It's nothing fancy. I have a canine. It's my canine tooth. It's still up in my skull. It just never came out, and for certain reasons, I've never had braces to get it down, and so I am missing a tooth. It is my hope one day to have braces to fix my teeth because they're not great. So, first question says, please tell us where you were born. For safety reasons, some of these kinds of questions I will be a little bit vague. I was born and raised in Wisconsin, and I'm still currently in Wisconsin. What's your full name, and are you proud of it? I don't know if I'm going to have my full name on here, so I'm not going to say it. My full name is Alexandria for right now, as purpose sake. And I'm going to go a little bit into the are you proud of it? I thought my maiden name was like super cool. So my maiden name was an animal's name, and kind of a cooler, in my opinion, animal. My married name is just a very strong, kind of unique. It's not unique sounding. There's just not a whole lot of these. It's not like Smith or Jones, like a very common last name. But it is very like a standard last name. So I thought my maiden name was way cooler. Are you named after someone? If yes, then after whom? I'm not named after anyone, although my mother and father had slightly different opinions about my name. My father wanted my middle name, right now my middle name to be my first name and my first name to be my middle name, but my mom wanted the reverse, and so my mom had me and named me the reverse. So my first name is what my mom wanted my first name to be, and my middle name is what my dad wanted my first name to be. So they just flopped. Where are you from, and are you proud of it? Like I said, I was born and raised in Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin a lot. So I'm a Packer fan. Not that I like keep up with it, but my husband's a Packer fan, and I think since marrying him, I'm even more so a Packer fan. So yeah, I guess I'm a little proud of where I'm from. I don't think Wisconsin's horrible or anything like that. Who is your favorite person in modern history? I'm gonna skip that one. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna skip that one. Okay, so the next question is, do you love animals? I don't like animals getting hurt or suffering. Although I'm not like the strong animal person. I'm okay with having a dog, or 2 or 3, and perhaps a cat. But I'm not a pet person. I don't like the idea of having responsibility for something else, especially if that something else is very needy. And I'm gonna back up. I love kids. I'm so excited to be pregnant and to live with my first child and be a stay-at-home mom and love and care and cherish this child and grow them up and train them up in the way they should go. I love that, but I feel none of that towards pets and animals. I wouldn't be mean, and I would definitely make sure that they like live well and are cared for. Like I have opinions that I think there's a lot of people who own pets who shouldn't because they don't care for their pets like they ought. I just don't want that responsibility. Like, I don't love pets and animals like I love children and kids. So I don't want to take on the responsibility for pets, but I would totally take on the responsibility for kids. Next question, do you have children and how many? So currently none are outside of the womb, but I do have one in the womb right now. Hopefully they will make their appearance in April. How many children do you want to have? So I always just say the number 8. I really like 8. That probably will change. First of all, I'm not going to strive to have a certain amount. Second of all, I don't know what the Lord's going to give me for amount of kids. I do have opinions and desires about how I want to have these human beings enter into my family. I would love to have some biological kids, and I would love to foster kids and not adopt every kid I foster, but adopt some of the kids that I foster. I do want to adopt, and I would love to have biological kids, and my husband and I both feel very strongly about fostering kids at a particular time in our lives when the Lord calls us to that stage of life. What is your favorite thing to drink? That's a hard question. I don't have one like straight answer, so I'm gonna tell you a lot of things I like to drink. I like water a lot. I do drink a lot of water. Other drinks I like, I really love lavender lattes, and I love kombucha. I actually make my own kombucha, and I do have a Breville espresso machine. I definitely make espresso drinks that I really enjoy from my Breville. And I also have like a French press and other coffee things, so I do like coffee. The Breville is a recent purchase, so I feel like I need to be using that more than anything else. Maybe in a couple of months I'll go back to just drinking normal. Well, once baby comes, I'll go back to drinking a normal cup of coffee. I try to limit my caffeine intake to 1 coffee, so 1 latte a day. And before I found out I was pregnant, I was drinking a cup of coffee in the morning in my quiet time, like just black, because I don't know, that's how I like it in the morning. And then I would like either buy or make some sort of coffee drink later in the day. And my stomach started not being able to handle the black coffee in the morning, first thing in the morning. So now I just transitioned to lattes because also I like them a little bit better. And so, yes, once baby is out and I'm able to drink more caffeine, I will probably go back to the 2-ish a day. 1 black in the morning, and then whatever fancy kind of drink I'm desiring in the later in that day. So coffee, lattes, kombucha, water. And I hate this. In high school and in college, I didn't drink soda. Like, I really didn't. Like, in college, I probably had soda maybe 10 times, and I went to college for 5 years. And then after college, I'm not addicted to soda, but I definitely do drink it, but it's only Dr. Pepper. Like, I love Dr. Pepper so much. It's so good. It's actually a habit I want to break. I don't want to be having it more than like once a week. I don't normally actually have it that much, if I'm being honest, but I do notice that if we have some in our house, I don't have self-control. So yeah, once a week, maybe once every other week is my preference for that, but I do love Dr. Pepper. Okay, that was a really long answer, but oh my goodness, I didn't even say, I love V8. Original low sodium V8, I love so much. And so I am a person who could drink her calories. Hence why I love all sorts of drinks. So water, kombucha, V8, Dr. Pepper, and coffee/lattes. That's a lot, but I can't really choose between them. Do you and your best friend have the same favorite TV show, and what is it? So my best friend and I both really like anime. We have some animes that overlap, but I think she has a bigger like breadth of what kind of animes she prefers watching. I really just kind of like adventure animes mostly. I am starting to do a little bit of like cutesy, like romantic animes. Who is your celebrity crush? I don't really have one. I had a lot growing up. I don't have one right now. Because to me, like a celeb, I don't know these people. Like, you can read about them and you can look at interviews, but I don't know them. And so what my idea of a crush was finding people attractive, and I still find people attractive, but like I really just have eyes for my husband. And it's not to say, like I said, I can look at a man or a woman and be like, wow, that person is objectively attractive, but the only person that I have like feelings and emotions in a deeper level for are my husband. The next question, do you consider yourself to be an extrovert or an introvert? Well, my husband and I were just talking about this last night. In college, when I would take the like little quizzes, and if they had like a percentage of like how introverted or how extroverted you were, I was always 95% extroverted or higher. Now I would probably say about like 80%. My husband would probably like to say a little like higher than that, but that's only he's more introverted and I'm not. And so it's fun. But yes, I'm definitely extroverted, very extroverted. Do you want to have a business? I do. My dream business would be a cafe / bakery that perhaps is a consignment shop. The most legitimate one that I think would be most sustainable for me is to have a cafe and a bakery. I really enjoy good quality coffees, lattes, espressos. I'm not opposed to cappuccinos. Or like Americanos and stuff, but like lattes are my favorite, and I do appreciate a nice black coffee, and the quality matters and how it is brewed matters. And I love baked goods so much. How tall are you? I am 5'2.5". Have you dreamed of being taller? No, I am short and I like it. Have you ever been on any bridge? Do you like bridges? This is an interesting question because I feel like are there people who haven't been on a bridge? Bridges kind of scare me. Little bridges, no big deal, but like big, massive bridges scare me. Like ones that like move when you're on them, I do not like. They scare the living dickens out of me. I can trust the architecture, but in my head, but in my heart, no, it scares me. So I don't prefer to be on large bridges that move with the wind, or just in general. Where are you working right now? I don't work anywhere right now. I'm hoping to try to be a substitute teacher before I give birth, and then when I give birth, I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. Where do you want to travel? I want to travel to somewhere warm. I want to have a vacation where it's warm. I think this isn't a warm place, but Iceland would be kind of cool to go to if I like had to just choose a different country off the top of my head. Which ocean is your favorite and why? Well, I've only been exposed to one ocean one time, and it was the Atlantic Ocean. So I guess the Atlantic Ocean is my favorite because it's the only one I've experienced. Have you ever been to Europe? No. What is the last thing you did yesterday? I watched an ASMR video before going to bed. How do you describe yourself? I would say I like genuineness. I don't know what word is there, or authenticity. I am extroverted. I am a Christian. It is the most encompassing and central part of who I am, my Christian walk. And those are the big things, I think. And I love kids. So can you describe yourself in just 3 words? So authentic, Christian, and extroverted is basically what I just said, but those are the 3 words that I would probably use, and I think a lot of other people would use. What ice cream flavor can you eat for the rest of your life if you could only pick one? It would be like coffee or Java, like which is coffee. That'd be the flavor. And I think that was plenty of questions for this time. If you have more questions, you can comment down below. I don't think anyone will be watching this video to comment down below at this time or any time in the near future, but hey, if you have other questions, I'll try to answer them. Some questions I will try not to answer at this stage in my life and in YouTube, like a lot of questions about my husband, just because I know he doesn't want to be on camera, and a lot of those things aren't mine to share. So, and like more specific locations and like more job details for my husband. Like I said, some of those things aren't for me to share, and I also care about privacy and safety. So, see you in the next video. Bye now. Click.